Guess who just recorded a whole intro and wasn't recording sound? Me. Everything that could have gone wrong today has gone wrong. Hi, how are you? I hope you've been well. I know that sounds sarcastic, but it isn't. Today's look, I wanted to do something... Sir? Don't start. I wanted to do something that inspires autumn and Halloween and all those colours, because in Australia we have spring. Am I recording sound? In Australia we have spring. So I'm watching all these people get excited for Halloween that are from around the world, and I'm sitting here like, it's too warm. I can't do anything. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing what happens, just keep watching. Okay, so to start off, I'm going with a red cream paint. All of the cream paints that I use are going to be from that Gemini cream palette that I've shown in my previous video. I'll write everything in the description, but for the sake of this look, it's just whatever you have. I placed down the color very rough. I just wanted to kind of shape where I wanted the majority of this color to go up, so as messy as you go, listen. With special effects, I've mentioned it before, you don't need to be precise most of the time. This is just me kind of mapping out the shapes of my eye. I darken the crease a little here with a deeper purpley shade. It's like a warm violet, and it's just to kind of bring some depth in and upward into that top section. Most of this look is just me playing around, by the way, with shapes, textures, lengths, so until I realize what I actually want, I'm swiping. I decided to use a warm yellow tone here underneath my eye. I wanted to kind of blend out deep reds into light oranges. I wanted a very pumpkin Halloween feel. We don't have autumn here, so I did what I thought was very autumn-like. And I sort of mimic what I did to the top part of the eye, but to the bottom now. I don't really care about neatness, you can tell. I'm just going with what I feel like looks pretty balanced on my face. The color I'm using to blend in here is the same color that I took to deepen the dark red. And there is a lot of back and forth here because I am, again, figuring out from no plan whatsoever what to do next. So this first part is just a lot of me playing around. Because these are creams, I decided it was easier to just blend crazy with my finger than the brush. The brush was a bit too precise for the first layer of color that I wanted, so I just went in with my finger. I made a bit of a mess, you know. And anytime I go back in to deepen certain areas, I'm using the same pool of colors that I've already selected. Here, I've used a yellow eyeshadow from, I think it was a LIMELILY palette that I have, just to kind of set whatever was yellow, and then I added some more yellow cream into the top to blend it out, make it look more unanimous, you know? With this part, I did want to do a very bold eyeliner, so I'm here shaping it out, and then halfway through it I realized there's no point in doing this because the whole look is going to be very messy. Right about here is when I thought, what am I doing? And then I darkened more. I am using a mix of black creams and shadows here because I did want to have a softer blend. I didn't want a very harsh, stark line. I wanted the black to blend into the reds, which then blend into the oranges. And I take the shadows to soften that blend.
I think it was around about here that I thought, okay, I know what I want to do with this look, and that's why I started taking the black further down, like past my eye, onto my cheek, up past my eyebrow. I wanted to kind of see how that looked for a second. With the dual fiber brush, by the way, I set everything with my Ben Nye translucent powder because it is cream and I don't want it transferring. That's all that is. Just lining the eyes, making sure that everything's really stark and dark. And I decided to play around with the lips. The same concept I had in my mind, just overdrawn, again, sort of like a balayage or whatever blend from the yellow into the red. I wanted to look like a creepy pumpkin thing. I do exaggerate the entire lips here, like I've exaggerated the eyes. I wanted it to look creepy. That's the whole kind of idea of this look. Creepy, Halloween, pumpkin head. But, you know, keep it fashion. And again, the same colours that I'm using on my lips are the colours that I've used before. So if you do choose to recreate this look, whatever colours you've used, it's the same palette. You don't need extra things. I've used maybe 3 colours here, not including the black, 4 colours total. When it comes to exaggerating and overlining extreme features, you use your own discretion. I don't even remember what I was thinking at this point. I just kind of thought, let's go for it. The bottom half of my face has no colour. Why not? And I knew that I was going to go over it and like line things in black anyway. Okay, here we go. When the black comes in, you know the party's just started. I do, like as an artist, have this weird obsession with things that are sketched. I do love that exaggerated sketch style, so I wanted to bring that into this. That's why I like pumpkins. The way they look when they're carved out, they look like they're just very rough. The liquid eyeliner that I'm using here is just the SEPHORA brand liner. I bought it as an eyeliner, but it didn't really do what I wanted it to do, so I'm using it here for this because I have to use it somehow. And again, the great thing with sketch, when I was drawing as well, it allows for mistakes to happen without actually having them look like mistakes. By the end of the whole artwork, it looks like everything you've done has been deliberate, and even if you've made a mistake, no one will tell because it's all sketched. The best way that I can explain what I'm doing to my eyes is just by having you watch. I kind of see what feels balanced, what feels imbalanced, where should I draw a longer line. Again, your entire discretion is used here. Whatever you think looks nice, it doesn't have to match, but I think I'm just gonna have it sped up for this part. It's the best way that I think you'll kind of see what I'm doing because I'm really in the zone right now. Sorry that my mirror is covering most of this look. I was so into it that I forgot that I was filming at some point, but when I add in the fine details, I just kind of go in and see where I can darken more bits, where I can just lengthen, sharpen other bits. That doesn't look the same. I do like that kind of asymmetrical look. It does look pretty symmetrical looking at it now, but it's not the same. Last minute, I decided to do something to my nose. I thought it'd be a little cute. And I go in with the yellow that I've used under my eyes and on my top lip, and I've used some of the red cream to kind of blend it and make it look more, I guess, defined, 3D. I still go in with the black liner, so it's still within the theme, but I just wanted something a little extra. Thank you so much for dropping in and being creative with me today. If you liked this video, please make sure to leave it a like, and if you're interested in seeing what else I have coming, consider subscribing. That's all from me today. I'll see you next time. Stay creepy. Bye.